Hello, my name is Aviv Sinai. I'm a cybersecurity researcher here at Karamba Security. In the demo behind me, I'm going to attempt to hack these three devices. The devices give connectivity, in this case, to the car. It can be to other IoT devices as well. The three devices are different. The first one doesn't have any protections. It's a plain Linux operating system. The second one has basic operating system protections, such as ASLR and stack canaries. The third has those protections plus Karamba's XGuard installed. Let's start with the first one. The application we're trying to hack is an application that gives connectivity to the car. In order for it to give connectivity, it asks me for a username and password. As a hacker, I don't have this information. I don't have the correct password. I can try different brute force attacks, dictionary attacks, relays, injections. I don't necessarily need to know the right credentials for the device. I took the application to my computer and I reverse engineered it. I found out that the developer had a bug. He had a buffer overflow, and this let me craft a specific string, and with this string I'm able to exploit the device. A buffer overflow is a vulnerability that I can put more data into a buffer on the code and then the code anticipated. For example, if we allocate a buffer with a size of 50 bytes and I somehow manipulate the input of the user and put more than 50 bytes, I overrun the memory. I overrun the stack in a stack buffer overflow. If I achieve the buffer overflow and I have remote code execution on the device, I get all the privileges that the application has. In this case, I'm going to speed up the car and stop the car. With the second device, I'm going to try and put the same crafted string as the first device as an input, and when I do, I get a memory fault. This is because ASLR actually randomizes the memory space of the application. So every time the program loads, the memory gets mapped into different addresses. So I cannot predict where to jump to and where the malicious code is. So what I have to do is I have to use an information leak vulnerability that lets me find where the program was loaded. When I put the newly crafted string, I can exploit the car just as before. I can speed up, stop, and return to 60. The operating system protections such as ASLR and stack canaries can be bypassed because of memory leakage and information leakage. However, there are ways to prevent these attacks, such as control flow integrity. Control flow integrity makes sure that I'm not doing anything other than what the application wants me to do. When trying to attack the third device, the one with the operating system protections and Karamba security installed, I will try and do the same format string vulnerability and exploit it with the X's. I'll put it as a string, and when I do, I get the memory dump. I can bypass ASLR, great. I'll try and continue with the buffer overflow, get the crafted string as an input, and when I do, Karamba stops me. This is because the CFI that Karamba implements doesn't let me change the control flow of the program. I cannot do anything malicious. Even though I successfully bypassed ASLR and the buffer overflow, I cannot do anything. With XGuard installed, the attacker will try and exploit. He won't succeed, he'll give up, and he'll try and find a different target to attack.